Friends, welcome to Open University. In last videos, we were discussing about application of Zener diode in Clipper circuits. Okay, and now take one problem on this Zener diode in Clipper circuit. Okay, in circuit zone, diodes have cut-in voltage 0.7 volt. Diodes have cut-in voltage 0.7 volt, and Zener diode has breakdown voltage 10 volt. Full stop. Plot transfer characteristics. High volt. Okay, and this is your output voltage V0. This is resistance R. This is your input voltage. Now the question is about the transfer characteristics. Okay, so if question is about transfer characteristics, that means it is the curve between the output voltage and the input voltage, and sometimes the input value may not be given. Okay, here input is not given, so we need to consider all possible values of input. We will consider the positive values of input, negative and zero values. We will consider all values of input. So because input is not given, so we will consider all possible values of input. Now these Zener diodes and normal diodes have cut-in voltage how much? 0.7 volt. So first redraw the circuit by considering cut-in voltage. Okay, so you can redraw the circuit by, since they are not normal diodes, they are not ideal diodes, they are practical diodes. So we will replace all these diodes with a series combination of ideal diode and a battery of 0.7 volt. So how can I replace? I can replace like this. This is 0.7 volt. Here also, here also 0.7 volt. Okay, so what is the net voltage here? 5.7 volt. The net voltage becomes 5.7 volt. Here it is 0.7 volt. Now let in order to know whether the for what values of input DADs are forward biased and reverse biased, you first make both the DADs off. Okay, that is called open circuit test. Okay, whenever you will not able to understand for what values of input DADs are forward biased and for what values of input DADs are reverse biased, you need to do open circuit test. Okay, means you assume that DADs are off or open circuited. This is 5.7 volt and this is 0.7 volt. Okay, and this is your resistance R, this is your input voltage VI. From this we can get the conditions for which for what values of input the DADs becomes forward biased and reverse biased. Now, what is the voltage available at this point? Since there is no current passing in this loop, so this VI, so no voltage will be dropped across the resistance R. So this VI will be available at this point and at this point. By looking at this, okay, now the voltage available at this point is VI. Okay, VI. For what values of input this zener diode will be forward biased? If VI is this side voltage is less compared to this side voltage. What is this side voltage? Minus 0.7 volt. If VI, so if this side voltage is less compared to this side voltage, that is if VI is less than minus 0.7 volt, then your zener diode becomes forward biased and it will be replaced with short circuit. We know that when zener diode is in forward biased, if it is an ideal zener diode, we will make it short circuit. Okay, so this zener diode becomes, because it is a ideal zener diode now, so I will replace this zener diode with short circuit. And what about this normal diode? This normal diode will be forward biased. What is the voltage available at this point? VI. So if this side voltage is greater than this side voltage, then this normal diode will become forward biased. That is, if your input voltage VI is greater than 5.7 volt, then normal diode will be forward biased. If VI is greater than 5.7 volt, then your normal diode becomes forward biased. But here VI is less than minus 0.7 volt, so the normal diode becomes reverse biased. Normal diode is reverse biased and it will be replaced with open circuit. So make this short circuit like this and make this open circuit like this. By looking at this circuit, okay, I am open circuit this diode and short circuit this diode. So what will be the output voltage? Equal to minus 0.7 volt. So in this case, output voltage becomes minus 0.7 volt. So when your input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt, the output voltage becomes minus 0.7 volt. I will consider all possible values of input. I will consider both positive values and negative values of input. Now, this normal diode becomes forward biased if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt. Then this normal diode becomes forward biased. And what about this diode? This diode only becomes forward biased only if input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt. Okay, only if input voltage is less than, means for negative values of input, this zener diode becomes forward biased. So if you apply positive values and it is greater than 5.7 volt, okay, so this normal diode becomes forward biased. This normal diode becomes forward biased and we will replace it with short circuit. But what about this zener diode? If you will short circuit this normal diode, then what is the voltage available across the zener diode? 5.7 volt. see, we'll consider the cut-in voltage of zener diode when it is negative, when zener diode becomes forward biased. If you apply positive voltage now, okay, when you apply positive voltage, zener diode becomes reverse biased, and in that case we will not consider the cut-in voltage. Cut-in voltage will be considered only if in forward biased. Okay, if diode is in forward biased. Now my zener diode is in reverse biased, so I will not consider this cut-in voltage of the zener diode. Now your normal diode becomes short circuited. Okay, normal diode becomes forward biased, and it is becoming short circuited. So I am short circuiting this normal diode. So how much voltage across the zener diode? I will not consider the cut-in voltage. So the voltage across the zener diode, this is your zener diode. You see, your zener diode is this. This is your zener diode. Now your zener diode is reverse bias because positive sign to this side and negative sign to this side. But what is the breakdown voltage of the zener diode? 10 volt. And how much voltage is drop across the zener diode? 5.7 volt. So your zener diode is reverse biased but not in breakdown. So it will be considered as open circuit. So write down this: zener diode is reverse biased but not in breakdown. So we will consider it open circuit. Okay, in that case I am assuming zener diode is open circuit. Okay, so zener diode is open circuit, then how much will be output voltage? Output voltage will be 5.7 volt. So V naught equal to 5.7 volt. Okay, all the values of input greater than 5.7 volt. Now what about if input voltage is in between minus 0.7 volt to 5.7 volt? In this range what happens? In this range both the diodes will be reverse biased or open circuited. So if you open circuit both the diodes, okay, in this case both the diodes will be open circuited, so your output voltage becomes, because both the diodes are reverse biased, okay, so both diodes are off. Diodes becomes open circuit. Okay, so your output voltage equal to input voltage. No current will pass, so no voltage will drop across resistance. Entire input voltage will be available across the output. So B naught equal to BI. So I consider entire negative axis BI less than minus 0.7 volt, and I also consider from minus 0.7 to plus 5.7 volt, and I also consider from 5.7 to up to infinity. Entire axis, entire negative axis and positive axis I consider. Okay, then it is asked to find out, plot the transfer characteristics. How to obtain the transfer characteristics? It is a graph between the output voltage, this axis is input voltage VI, and this axis is your output voltage. Okay, now this is your minus 0.7 volt, and this is your 5.7 volt. This is here also 5.7 volt, and this is minus 0.7 volt. Now if input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt, output voltage is minus 0.7 volt. If input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt, then output voltage is minus 0.7 volt. If input voltage is minus in between minus 0.7 volt to plus 5.7 volt, V naught equal to BI. So it is a straight line like this. Now if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt, output voltage equal to 5.7 volt. So this will be, so this is V not this is V not equal to 5.7. This is V not equal to Vi. This is V not equal to minus 0.7 volt. This is your transfer characteristics. That means if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt, then this this normal diode becomes short circuited. Okay, normal diode becomes short circuited, and what is the voltage across the Zener diode? This 5.7 will be dropped across the Zener diode. That means what is the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode? 10 volt. So never this Zener diode becomes in breakdown. So breakdown will not occur. Okay, breakdown of the Zener diode will not occur. Okay. Now write down next question. Next question. And remember, this cut-in voltage will be considered only when diodes are in forward biased. Okay, if diode is in reverse biased, you should not consider the cut-in voltage. Okay. Now, write down next question. Repeat above problem. Repeat above problem. Repeat above problem. If Zener diode. Repeat above problem. If Zener diode has breakdown voltage, how much? 4 volt. If Zener diode has breakdown voltage 4 volt. Earlier it was 10 volt. Now it is 4 volt. So let's do it again. This time the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode is 4 volt. Except the breakdown voltage, everything is same. Now, the question is same except the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode is 4 volt. Now, I will consider all possible values of input, negative and positive values. Now, this Zener diode will become forward biased. So, you need to understand whether the Zener diode is in off or will be in forward biased or reverse biased. You need to do open circuit test always. Okay, I am assuming diodes are off. Okay, this is your 0.7 volt. This is the diagram I directly obtained by considering the cut-in voltage. Okay, in the question there, in the original question, this 0.7 volt was not there because it is mentioned that cut-in voltage of the diode is 0.7 volt. So this is the diagram by considering the cut-in voltage. Okay, this is resistance R, and I am assuming both the diodes are off, and this voltage is 5.7 volt. This is your input voltage VA. Now, what is the voltage available at this point and at this point? It is VA. So, if this VA is less than minus 0.7 volt, if VI is less than minus 0.7 volt, then Zener diode becomes forward biased. Okay, forward biased, and it will be replaced with short circuit. What about the normal diode? Normal diode will become forward biased if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt. Okay, normal diode becomes reverse biased. So it is replaced with open circuit. So make the Zener diode short circuit and this open circuit. Then how much will be the output voltage? output voltage will be minus 0.7 volt. Output voltage will be minus 0.7. This was the same in the earlier question. Okay. Now, if input voltage is in between, now I am assuming the diodes are open circuited. Now, how much is the voltage across the generator? How much is the voltage available at this point? VA, and at this point VA. From minus 0.7 volt to, if input voltage is in between minus 0.7 volt to 0 volt, this generator becomes forward biased only if input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt. If input voltage is greater than minus 0.7 volt and less than 0 volt, then what will happen? This diode becomes reverse biased, and also this diode becomes reverse biased, because this diode becomes forward biased only if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt. Okay, now since the breakdown voltage of the generator is 4 volt, now when you apply positive voltage, generator becomes what? Generator becomes reverse biased if you apply positive values of input. Okay, if you apply positive values of input, I should not consider the cut-in voltage. Okay, because generator is in reverse biased, but here I should consider the cut-in voltage. Now, so how much voltage will be? When I am applying positive voltage, generator becomes reverse biased, so I should not consider the cut-in voltage of the generator. But for normal diode, I should consider the cut-in voltage because normal diode is in forward biased. Now, what is the voltage available at this point? VA. So how much voltage is drop across the input voltage? Across the generator is VA. So if this voltage is exceeding the breakdown voltage, then generator will be replaced with a constant voltage source. Generator becomes reverse bias and it will be in breakdown. Okay, but if input voltage is less than 4 volt, if input voltage VA is less than 4 volt, the generator will be in reverse bias but not in breakdown. So I can write down that if your input voltage is less than, input voltage is between minus 7.7 volt. Write down the next question. Repeat above problem. Repeat above problem. Repeat above problem. If generator has breakdown voltage 4 volt, if generator has breakdown voltage 4 volt, the question is same except the breakdown voltage of the generator is 10 volt, 4 volt. Earlier it was 10 volt. So first replace this non-ideal diodes with series combination of ideal diodes and battery of 0.7 volt, because diodes have cut-in voltage 0.7 volt. So replace these diodes with series combination of ideal diodes and battery of 0.7 volt. Then it will be like this. This is 0.7 volt and here it is 0.7 volt. Okay, plus minus, so it will be added up, so the net voltage will be 5.7 volt. So the resultant voltage will be 5.7 volt. Will be 5.7 volt. question is about to plot the transfer characteristics. Okay, now you first do open circuit test. Okay, first do open circuit test by assuming diodes are off. This is 0.7 volt. This is 5.7 volt, and this is your output voltage V0. This is resistance R. I am assuming that diodes are off. To know for what values of input diodes are forward biased and for what values of input diodes are reverse biased. So since the path is open, so no current will pass. So this is what is the voltage available at this point? VA, and at this point VA. Now the voltage available at this point is VA. So this Zener diode will be forward biased if this side voltage is less compared to this side voltage. At this side voltage minus 0.7 volt. Okay, if you interchange the polarity, it will become minus 0.7 volt, and this side voltage is VI. So if this side voltage is less compared to this side voltage, then this Zener diode will be forward biased. That is, if input voltage VI, this voltage VI is less than minus 0.7 volt, is less than minus 0.7 volt, then your Zener diode becomes forward biased, and we will replace it with short circuit. Now what about this normal diode? Normal diode will be forward biased, okay, if input voltage VI is greater than 5.7 volt, but here VI is less than minus 0.7 volt. So normal diode becomes reverse biased. Normal diode will become forward biased only if input voltage is greater than 5.7 volt, but it is less than 5.7 volt. So normal diode becomes reverse biased, and we will replace it with open circuit. So to make Zener diode short circuit and normal diode open circuit, then what will the output voltage? Output voltage will be measured like this, plus or minus. Then what will be the output voltage? Minus 0.7 volt. V0 will be equal to minus 0.7 volt. So when input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt, output voltage is minus 0.7 volt. And if input voltage is in between, if your input voltage is in between minus 0.7 volt to 4 volt, is in between minus 0.7 volt and 4 volt. 4 volt is the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode. In this range, both Zener diode and normal diode becomes open circuited. Okay. See, when input voltage will be positive, then we will not consider this cut-in voltage. Cut-in voltage will be considered only if Zener diode becomes forward biased. Okay. But if you apply positive voltage, then Zener diode will be reverse biased. So in that case, cut-in voltage will not be considered. Okay. If you will not consider the cut-in voltage of the Zener diode, if you will not consider the cut-in voltage of the Zener diode, then what is the voltage available at this point? VI. VI, and if this voltage is greater than equals to breakdown voltage, that is 4 volt, then Zener diode will be in breakdown and it will be replaced with a constant voltage source. That is, if input voltage, the voltage across the Zener diode VI, if it is greater than or equal to 4 volt, then it will behave like a constant voltage source. But if input voltage is less than 4 volt, then Zener diode will be reverse biased and it will not be in breakdown. So it will be behave like a open circuited. Okay, and this normal diode is reverse biased because it is your input voltage is less than 4 volt, and for normal diode to become forward biased, input voltage should be greater than 5.7 volt. So here in this case, when input voltage is less than 4 volt and greater than minus 0.7 volt, Zener will be reverse biased but not in breakdown, so we'll consider it to be open circuit, and normal diode will be in reverse biased and it is also considered to be open circuit. Then what will the output voltage? Output voltage will be equal to input voltage. No voltage will be drop across the resistance because no current will flow, so no voltage will drop across the resistance. Entire input will be transferred to output, so your output voltage will be equal to input voltage. Then third case, if your input voltage is greater than equal to 4 volt, if your input voltage is greater than equal to 4 volt, then Zener diode will be in breakdown because the voltage across the Zener diode is exceeding the breakdown voltage, so it will be behave like a constant voltage source like this. It will behave like a constant voltage source of 4 volt like this. Then what about the normal diode? If the voltage across this branch is 4 volt, then the voltage across this branch is also 4 volt. Already it is 5.7 volt, so some negative value of voltage will be drop across the normal diode. This voltage across the normal diode will be some negative value. Then if you add 5.7 volt plus this volt, that should be 4 volt. So this means this voltage will be some negative value. That means your normal diode is reverse biased because you are applying negative voltage. So normal diode will be reverse biased and Zener diode will be in reverse bias, but it will behave like a constant voltage source. Constant voltage source. Behave like a constant voltage source. And normal diode will be reverse biased, so it will be replaced with open circuit. Then what will be the output voltage? V not equal to 4 volt. Now plot the transfer characteristics. It the graph between the input voltage VA and output voltage V naught. Now this is minus 0.7 volt and this is also minus 0.7 volt. This is 4 volt and this is also 4 volt. Now if your input voltage is less than minus 0.7 volt, then output voltage will be equal to minus 0.7 volt. If input voltage is in between minus 0.7 volt and 4 volt, output voltage will be equal to V naught equal to VI. V naught equal to VI. And if input voltage is greater than 4 volt, V naught equal to 4 volt. This is the transfer characteristics of the V naught equal to 4 volt. And this is V naught equal to VI. This is V naught equal to minus 0.7. This is the transfer characteristics of the question. Write down the next question. Write down the next question. Plot the transfer characteristics. Plot transfer characteristics. Plot transfer characteristics for circuit shown. For circuit shown. Plot transfer characteristics for circuit shown, comma, if diodes are ideal. If diodes are ideal and Zener diode has breakdown voltage 10 volt and Zener diode has breakdown voltage 10 volt. this is resistance R, this is also resistance R, this is your input voltage Vi, and this is your output voltage V naught. Output is taken in parallel to this branch. Diodes are ideal, and this is your Gino diode. Okay. Now, the question is about to plot the transfer characteristics. So, we will consider all possible values of input, negative value, positive value, and zero value. So, if your input is negative, since diodes are ideal, okay, so no cut-in voltage. Now, if your input VA is negative, then Gino diode becomes forward biased. Okay, that is, if VA is negative, then Gino diode will be forward biased, and it will be replaced with short circuit. What about normal diode? Normal diode will be reverse biased because VA is negative. So normal diode will be reverse biased. So what will be the output voltage? Write down this. That normal diode will be reverse biased, and it will be replaced with open circuit. So what will be the output voltage? If you replace Gino diode with short circuit and normal diode with open circuit, okay, then V naught will be equal to 0. V naught will be equal to 0 volt. You can do open circuit test. Okay, I am directly writing. This normal diode will be forward biased only when input voltage will be greater than 5 volt. If you do open circuit test, you can find that this normal diode will be forward biased if your input voltage is greater than 5 volt. But if your input voltage is in between 0 volt to 5 volt, for positive value of input, Gino diode will be reverse biased, but not in breakdown because its breakdown voltage will be 10 volt, which is less than the breakdown voltage. So normal Gino diode will be reverse biased but not in breakdown. Normal diode is also reverse biased. So I am writing that both diodes are reverse biased. Reverse biased, so they are open circuit. If you open circuit both the diodes, then what will be the V naught? V naught will be equal to VI. V naught will be equal to VI. Now, if your input voltage VI is greater than equals to 5 volt, then what happens? If your VI is greater than equal to 5 volt, then your normal diode will be forward biased. And what about Gino diode? Gino diode will be reverse biased unless the voltage across Gino diode exceeds 10 volt, its breakdown voltage, unless until the voltage across Gino diode, that is VI, is exceeding 10 volt. Up to that, Gino diode will remain reverse biased. After that, Gino diode will become in breakdown and it will behave like a constant voltage source. Your Gino diode will be, now in this case, Gino diode will be reverse biased but not breakdown, so it will be considered as open circuit. What about normal diode? Normal diode will be forward biased. Normal diode will be forward biased. Normal diode is forward biased and it will be replaced with short circuit. Now what is the output voltage? So you open circuit first Gino diode, make Gino diode open circuit and make this normal diode short circuit. then find out what is the output voltage. So what will be the output voltage? Let the current in this loop is I. Okay, then V naught will be equal to voltage across resistance, that is I into R plus 5 volt. So I into R plus 5. What is I? I will be equal to Vi minus 5 divided by 2R. So Vi minus 5 divided by 2R into R plus 5. R cancel, so it will be Vi minus 5 divided by 2 plus 5. If you take LCM, then it will be Vi minus 5 plus 10, that is Vi plus 5. So your output voltage will be equal to Vi plus 5 by 2. Now this output voltage is nothing but the voltage across the generator. The output voltage is nothing but voltage across the generator. So if this voltage across generator is exceeding 10 volt, that is nothing but if this value is exceeds 10 volt, then what will happen? Generator will be in breakdown. That is, if this value, if Vi plus 5 divided by 2 is greater than equal to 10 volt, then your generator will be breakdown. And it will behave like a constant voltage source. Okay, it will behave like a constant voltage source like this. How much? Breakdown voltage 10 volt. Now that means, then what is the output voltage? Output voltage will be 10 volt. Output voltage will be 10 volt. Vi plus 5 by 2 is greater than equal to 10 volt, means Vi plus 5 is greater than 20 volt, equal to 20 volt. So Vi is greater than equal to 15 volt. So this is the condition. When input voltage is greater than equal to 15 volt, your generator will be breakdown and output voltage equal to 10 volt. So now plot the transfer characteristics. The graph between the input voltage Va and output voltage V naught. So this is 5 volt and this is 15 volt. Now when Va is negative, V naught equal to 0. Okay, V naught equal to 0. And when Va is in between 0 and 5, then V naught equal to Vi. V naught equal to Vi in this range. V naught equal to Vi. And when input voltage is greater than 5 volt, V naught equal to Vi plus 5 by 2, having slope 1 by 2. So it will be little bit inclined like this, Vi plus 5 by 2. And at this part, output voltage will be 10 volt. This is 10 volt. And when input voltage is greater than 15 volt, output voltage equal to 10 volt. V naught equal to 10 volt here. This is the transfer characteristics. This is the transfer characteristics. This is P naught equal to Vi plus 5 divided by 2, and this is V naught equal to Vi, and this is V naught equal to 0 volt. This is the transfer characteristics of the question. So whenever question is about plot the transfer characteristics, and if input is specifically not mentioned, then you need to consider all possible values of input. Means you need to consider both positive values and negative values. Then write down one note. Write down one note. This is your resistance R1, this is R2. The voltage at this node is V1 and the voltage at this node is V2. My interest is to find what is the voltage at this point, Vx. What is Vx? To find Vx, I will use superposition principle. What is superposition principle? It is the response is the sum of the response due to the individual input. So, and while you find the response due to particular input, you need to consider the other input to be 0 or you need to deactivate. So, if you want to find out this, let I am applying V1, okay, and making V2 0. I am making V2 0, I am applying V1. This is your R1, this is R2. Then find what is Vx. I am using superposition principle. According to superposition principle, the response is the sum of the response due to the individual input. So, what is Vx now? Let I am assuming it as Vx dash. Okay, Vx dash is nothing but the voltage across this resistance R2. You can use voltage division technique. Okay, so V1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Here you can assume some voltage source connected. V1 is some voltage source connected. Then what? The next day you apply V2 and make V1 0. Apply V2 and make V1 0. Apply V2 and make this V1 0. Let now be it is Vx dash, Vx double dash, and this Vx double dash is now the voltage across R1. So you can use voltage division technique. V2 is nothing but some voltage connected here. So Vx double dash will be V2 into R1, the voltage across R1 divided by R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. Then what will be your Vx value? You add just these two values. That will be V1 into R2 plus V2 into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Remember this formula, we will be using this formula. So, if you want to find out the voltage at this middle point, at this point, then it will be V1 into R2 plus V2 into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. The voltage at the center will be V1 into R2 plus V2 into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Write down one question. We will be using this formula. In circuit zone, diode is ideal. Full stop. Plot transfer characteristics. This is your input voltage VA. Here is some AC voltage DA, and this is your 1 kilo ohm resistance. This is 2 kilo ohm resistance. This is 5 volt, and this is 2 volt. This is your output voltage V naught. The question is to plot the transfer characteristics. Here, diode is ideal. Now, first you do open circuit test by assuming diode are off. In Clipper circuit, always start the solution by doing open circuit test by assuming diodes are off. This is 5 volt, this is 2 volt, this is 2 kilo ohm, and this is 1 kilo ohm. This is your input voltage VA, and this is your output voltage V naught. So, what is the voltage available at this point? Let it be Vx. How to get Vx? Vx will be V1 into R2, that is 5 into 2 kilo ohm, plus V2 into R1, that is 2 into 1 kilo ohm, divided by 2 kilo ohm plus 1 kilo ohm, that is 3 kilo ohm. So 2 plus 1, that is 10 plus 2, that is 12. 12 by 3, that is 4 volt. So your Vx is 4 volt. The voltage available at this point is 4 volt. What is the voltage available at this point? Is Vi. So this normal diode, this ideal diode will become forward biased if Vi is greater than 4 volt. The voltage available at this point is Vi, and this point is 4 volt. So if Vi is greater than equal to 4 volt, then normal diode will be forward biased. Diode becomes forward biased, and it will be replaced with short circuit. Then what will the output voltage? If you short circuit this diode, what will the output voltage? What will the output voltage? Entire input voltage will be available at the output. So V naught equal to Vi. And if Vi is less than 4 volt, then what happens? Your normal diode will be, this diode will be off. Diode becomes reverse biased, and it will be considered as open circuit. Then what will the output voltage? If you assume this diode off, then what will the output voltage? V naught. V naught equal to, what is the voltage available at this point? 4 volt. So V naught will be equal to 4 volt. Now plot the transfer characteristics. The graph between the input voltage and output voltage. This is 4 volt, here is 4 volt. So when input voltage is less than 4 volt, then V naught will be equal to 4 volt. Equal to 4 volt. And when input voltage is greater than 4 volt, V naught will be equal to Vi. Okay, this is the transfer characteristics. when it will be very difficult to understand the circuit, you can do open circuit test. Okay, then give the next heading, series clipper. Whatever clipper we discussed was shunt clipper. Now give the heading, series clipper. In the classification of clipper circuit, I said that clippers are of two types. One is series clipper and shunt clipper. Series clipper means output will be taken in series with the diode, and shunt clipper means output will be taken in shunt with the or in parallel with the diode. Shunt clipper was of two types. One is negative clipper and positive clipper. Series clipper is also two types. So give the heading, series clipper. Series clipper. This is your reference voltage VR, and this is resistance R. This is your output voltage V0, and this is your input voltage. This clipper is specifically, it is a bottom clipper, bottom series clipper, bottom series clipper. I said that series clipper is also two types. One is bottom clipper and peak clipper. Bottom clipper is also called as negative clipper. So it is called bottom series clipper. Since output is taken in series with the diode, it is called series clipper. Now, in order to understand this circuit, you can assume diode is off. If you assume your diode to be off, this is VR, this is resistance R, this is your input voltage VA, and this is your output voltage. Now tell me, what is the, since the path is open, what is the voltage available at this point is VR, and what is the voltage available at this point is BA. If this side voltage is greater than this side voltage, then this diode will be forward biased. That is, if VA is greater than or equal to VR, then diode becomes forward biased. The diode will be forward biased and it will be replaced with short circuit. Then what is the output voltage? V0 equal to BI. Same input will be appear across the output. So B0 equal to BA. And if VA is less than VR, then diode will be reverse biased and open circuit. If you open circuit this diode, then what will be the output voltage? If you open circuit the diode, then what will be the output voltage? Output voltage will be equal to VR. So V0 equal to VR. Now plot the output waveform. Let this be my input waveform. I am assuming a sine wave like this. This is my input waveform BI. Let the reference voltage some positive L, VR is some positive L. Then plot the output waveform. B0 will be, if input voltage is greater than equal to VR, then B0 equal to VA, and if input voltage is less than VR, B0 equal to VR. The output waveform will be something like this. The red color is the output waveform, B0 waveform. And since this clipper is removing whatever signal present in the reference voltage, it is clipping off, it is removing whatever signal that is present in the below the reference voltage, it is removing. So it is called as bottom clipper. Okay, this circuit is called as bottom clipper. And if you reverse the diode connection, then it will become series peak clipper, positive clipper. Okay, if you reverse the diode connection like this, then it will become your positive clipper or peak clipper. If you make like this, it is now becoming a positive clipper, positive or peak clipper, peak series clipper, peak or positive series clipper. So the discussion of clipper circuit is over. Okay. In the next video, we'll be discussing clamper. We will be discussing clamper circuits. So thank you.